Alright, what's going on, guys? Trev back again, here to bring you another video. This one's going to be doing my first Q&A for this week. All kinds of stuff to talk about after seeing the lead up to the Walking Dead Season 6 mid-season finale, which is called Start to Finish. And I want to thank you guys for all of the excellent questions. Keep sending me what you guys got because I'd like to make lots of videos this week. I'm pretty pumped for the mid-season finale. More excited than I usually am after a really great episode of The Walking Dead, which was episode 7, Heads Up. So all kinds of questions answered. Really happy about it. Spoiler warning for this video. Of course, if you missed my review, check it out in the channel for that episode, episode 7. Did the predictions for the finale. I've even done death predictions, that type of thing, sort of. And like I said in previous videos, there's tons of spoilers out there, so heads up for that. If you guys don't want to know, be careful with comments and reading. So for this one, I'm going to be answering your guys' questions that you sent me after seeing Heads Up. I have quite a few really, really good ones here, focusing on, some different characters like Sophia and that, so we'll get into them. And just keep sending me what you guys got, okay? So we'll do lots of videos this week leading up to the mid-season finale. Should be a great one. And then, of course, during the break, too, as you guys know, if you're new to the channel, I know there's a lot of new people to the channel this year, and about 60 to 70,000 of you. And just so you guys know, those of you who are new, I do still make videos throughout the break as well too. Maybe not every day, because there may not necessarily be something to talk about every single day. I have had periods in the past before during time off during The Walking Dead where I have done like videos every single day. But I think about 4 or 5 days a week during the break is pretty reasonable until we run out of things to talk about. We've addressed everything, or we just I guess kind of get burned out on talking about it a bit. But I really never get burned out on talking about Walking Dead. Hardly ever. Maybe sometimes just in the summer because I just can't wait to see new stuff and we keep talking about trailers and stuff. So first question for this one is from He Angry. Great question from him. He says, "Hey Trev, I want to know your thoughts on the Morgan and Rick parallel this episode, with Morgan saying that if he would have let Aaron and Daryl die, the wolves may have not found Alexandria, and if Rick would have let Spencer die, got in a car, then drove the horde away, they both seem to focus on what could have happened along with the butterfly effect." So the conversation that they're having, I don't remember Morgan mentioning Aaron and Daryl, but that's true. You're right about that he did give them the chance, and it's a tough call for sure whether or not you should help somebody or you shouldn't. Now here's what I would say. If a group attacks your group and tries to kill you all, like the wolves did and killed many people out of the surviving members of the Alexandrians, if they kill people and they attack you and they try to kill you, that's different. If that's the situation, it's self-defense at that point. And then afterwards, what do you do with them? Are you going to keep them as a prisoner? Are you not going to? We could be seeing the start of that. I do think in terms of story for the plot, it's fun to keep characters as prisoners, because then if they ever escape, like such as Negan in the comic book series and that, you can use them in some great stuff, and they won't just get killed off right away. But if you were actually in a zombie apocalypse yourself, and if a group attacked you and tried to kill you like that for no reason, when you haven't been, you haven't previously even known really who they are or anything about them, I think that they should definitely kill off the lead wolf for sure. He should be dead already. But Morgan thinks maybe they should give him a chance, and Morgan brings up that he almost killed Rick and that Rick gave him a chance. And yeah, that's true. That is true. But like Rick says, he does know Morgan, and even though he was kind of not in his right frame of mind, in terms of this wolf and that, I think the right decision easily is to put him down, is to kill him. I don't see any value in keeping him alive at all. Next one's from Jaden Ross, and he says, "Hey Trev, Q&A question. If Carl gets shot by Ron, will Carl kill him? So if Ron was to shoot Carl and it didn't kill Carl, and then, of course, Carl was able to get his hand on a gun or something, would Carl kill him in retribution?" Yeah. Carl wouldn't hesitate, I don't think. Even though he knows Ron, he probably considers him to be a friend, even though they've had some trouble recently. I think Carl, he's still got that really dark side of him, even though we don't see it very often in the television series. We've got some of that coming, I think, in the next few seasons for sure, to get to see that kind of darker side to Carl. And I would think if someone attacked him, for sure, he'd be one to kill him. And he probably, for example, would kill that lead wolf for sure. And be 100% for killing him, not just taking him down. He would kill him for sure. because Carl realized at this point you kind of have to do that sometimes. You don't have a choice, especially in self-defense. Next one's from Dennis Fleming, and he says, hey, Trev, what if they made every episode 90 minutes? Because I feel like they're too short. Do you think they would be able to do it? Man, that's a tough question. So would they be? Well, the problem is if they did every episode 90 minutes, that's like another 15. It's like another 15 minutes, maybe more like 20 minutes, I guess, in terms of commercials. So it'll be like a little over 20 minutes addition. Yeah, they probably can do it here and there, what they have been doing. I think they're probably maxing out already and producing as much as they can. But as we get more and more characters, I would not be surprised if they actually extended The Walking Dead a little bit more, meaning they went from 16 episodes instead of doing always these 90-minute episodes, that type of deal. Maybe do those for a premiere and a finale, but maybe extend it a couple. Maybe they can crank out a few more if they add in a few more characters, and as the numbers get bigger and bigger for The Walking Dead in terms of the amount of characters in there, maybe they could crank out a few more episodes. In addition to that, of course, we've got Fear the Walking Dead, which is awesome because that means, of course, you have 52 weeks in a year. We've got Walking Dead on 16, Fear on 15. So that's 31 weeks a year. We have new Walking Dead. So that's pretty awesome. It's like more than half the year we have Walking Dead episodes if you count Fear in there as a legitimate Walking Dead, which I do. I think they did a great job with the finale, and they've stuck to the formula, which is awesome. You may still like the original better, and that's okay. Or some people like the other better. I've seen a few people in comments who are like, no, I like Fear better. So, hey, whatever you like. But yeah, they've done a great job with it. That's for sure. Both shows, I think. Next one's from Exterminatorje, and he says, hey, Trev, love your vids as always. Do you think you could do a live stream after the mid-season finale airs? Depending on how good it is or not, it would make our final Walking Dead Sunday night even better. Thanks, bro. That's a great question, and I want to see you guys respond. So write your comments below. Do you want to do a live stream after? I can oblige if you guys want to do, but I'll have to do the review. I would probably do the predictions as usual. Maybe do one discussion topic video right away, so that'd be 3. And then maybe like at 1 a.m. in the morning Eastern time or 2 a.m. in the morning Eastern time, could do a live stream with you guys. So it's up to you if you want to see it. Write your comments below. Let me know what you guys want. If you do, I would be happy to do it. Yeah, maybe we could do that. I don't see a reason why not. And also, keep sending me lots of your questions. I'll try to build a list. That way, if I have extras at the end of this week, I can use them in the Q&A for stuff for us to talk about in the live stream. We can do a live stream Q&A type deal after the finale. So that would be fun. So great suggestion, man. I will definitely look into that. I think you guys, if you guys like it, if you guys want me to do it, I will do it. So write your comments below and vote, I guess. Somebody leave a comment, everybody else thumb it up if you want. And vote if you want to see a live stream. We can hang out and talk about stuff, and you guys can be in comments talking with me and stuff. Some people have also asked if we could do like a video hangout, like a video hangout with a few of you guys, me, and maybe, I don't know, 10, 12, 24, something like that. You couldn't have too many with that because it'd get chaotic, but I've thought about that. So maybe something for the future I can try at some point in time. Maybe during the break or something, that'd be a good time to do it with you guys, just to hang out with you guys a little bit and talk a little bit more. Next one's from King Phantoms, and he says, Q&A question, can you put your favorite Walking Dead villains in order from least favorite to favorite in the TV show and comic series? So they'll be different for each, right? And right now with the TV show, I could do a whole video on that, my top 5 favorite villains, and I think I will. I've done it in the past before. That's a good suggestion. For the TV show, David Morrissey's Governor is still number 1. It's my favorite villain. Comic book series would be Negan for sure, and then the others, are kind of, I'd have to go through and think clearly. My least favorite might be Dawn. She might be my least favorite villain from the TV series. I even like Joe more than Dawn, I think. So, but yeah, a good question. Next one's from Keegan O'Neill 4, and he says, do a video with Kwamen's Land. And yeah, man, I would love to. I've been messaging him for like 4 months. He doesn't seem to want to. So that's his thing. I would love to do one with him, but I don't think he wants to. So I'll keep bugging him about it. I've also been bugging Larry from Otaku Assemble, but I don't think he wants to. I think he might be done. I think he might be finished making videos. I don't think he wants to do it anymore. So unfortunately, I hope I can. Maybe I'll send him another message. Try to keep badgering him. Keep poking. Do a video with me. So I'll keep trying and see if I can get there. Next one's from Emerald Alien. And he says, hey, Trev, I know it seems like I'm constantly messaging you with theories and questions, but I've got a couple new ones. It's obvious that Enid is supposed to be the TV series version of Sophia. And we know that Glenn spoiler warning. At this point, you probably know. Glenn is, in fact, alive. So going from that, do you think Glenn and Maggie will adopt Enid? Because I was really noticing some father-daughter chemistry with him. The way he lectured her, the way he ordered her to come back with him, the way he almost taught her the right way of thinking. Another question I've got is, do you think Michonne will happen after all? People were thinking that last season, but since Jesse was introduced, no one seemed to talk about it anymore. But since No Way Out is right around the corner, do you think Jesse will die? And if so, do you think Michonne will replace comic book series Andrea as Rick's third love interest? Man, that would be great, because even too, depending on what happens if Jessie is killed off in the next season or two, because who knows if she's going to survive all this anyway, right? So if she is, then Rick and Michonne's relationship maybe makes even more sense. In the comic book series, Rick treats Michonne like she's his best friend, right? Because she's helped him out so many times. She's just always been there for him and Carl and really helping out. And, been an enforcer, really strong. And also, like with this episode, heads up, questioning decisions and talking about maybe strategy and things they can do and giving them a chance. And yeah, man, she's awesome character. So I would still like to see that. If Jesse doesn't make it in the next couple seasons, maybe we could see a relationship between Rick and Michonne. The TV series version of Jesse and Rick so far, because since we're all the way in No Way Out already, seems like it hasn't been as close as it was in the comic book series. It's like they have something, but because of their kids, because of Ron, there's a blockage. There's just too much stuff going on for them. And the comic book series, it was obvious they were together. They slept together and stuff. They showed that in the comic book series. TV series, we don't have that impression so far. We have the impression maybe they made out, this kind of thing, but we never had the impression they've actually been together and that they're actually a thing, right? They're kind of separate more. They're not that close together so far. We just see them here and there with the TV series. So I would like to see that. Plus also, you've got Sasha, who may have a relationship with Abraham. So we're not going to see Sasha become the Andrea of the television series anytime soon, I wouldn't think, because she's got this thing going on with Abraham. So maybe later on, but certainly not right away. And we'll do a couple more. Next one is from Storm Shadow, and he says, "Hey Trev, do you think that Morgan and Carol might fight over the Wolfman?" I think it's funny you called him the Wolfman. That's funny, Wolfman. He does kind of look like a wolf, I guess. He's got the teeth for it, right? So yeah, he's kind of scary. He's kind of freaky. So. Do I think Morgan and Carol? Yeah, I think so, because if Carol goes in there and the herd comes through, unless they just like see that and then she runs off. If she's locked in there with Morgan and there's zombies outside, she may want to kill him right away, not give him the chance to escape, not give him the chance to do anything in the chaos, and just kill him right away. So I think we will see that. That's a great suggestion great question from Storm Shadow. And then we'll do one more for this one, and we'll keep the rest for next time. And also send me any video suggestions you guys have for this week. Last one is from Nick Panico. And he says, "Hey Trev, how many hours a week total do you spend on everything Walking Dead? From the show, Talking Dead, making videos, editing, reading messages, etc. Good job. And here's my question for the Q&A. Do you think Deanna will die in the mid-season finale? I feel like she has gotten her spirits back up in episode 7 since she has plans for improving Alexandria. The map that she drew and showed as a few others reminded me of when her husband, season 5, was talking construction to Noah, and he died in that episode." So great question from Nick. So the first part of your question was, how many hours a week do I spend on Walking Dead stuff? When The Walking Dead is on, probably about 15 hours a week, at least. Yeah, probably about 15 hours. When The Walking Dead is not on during the summer, during the break, probably about 5 to 10 hours. It depends. If there's a trailer, like the trailer, okay, 10 to 15. If there's not much going on, sometimes I'll watch an older episode. Sometimes, I always talk with you guys about it, so that counts, right? So probably on average, I'm going to say next year, probably, since Fear the Walking Dead is going to be on, probably about 12 hours a week would be average for Walking Dead related comic book series. I'm even getting the McFarlane builds now. I love these things. They take like 3 hours to build, or 2 or 3 hours to build. The Game of Thrones one I did took that long. So yeah, and there's Walking Dead ones that are awesome, man. I can't wait to pick up the catwalk and stuff. I'm going to build that, and maybe a prison tower, because I skipped on a while ago, and now I'm like, I should have gotten it. It's so awesome. So yeah, man. And sometimes I watch older episodes, read the comic book series over again every once in a while. It's just such an incredible series. It's got great replay value because you get the feels of different characters as you're going through, and if they're dead at this point, it's cool to go back and watch them or read them again because, you know, they're not in the show anymore. So that was kind of like their only time, and it reminds you of characters you're like, oh yeah, I like that character. He was cool. Merle was such a badass and stuff like that. So that's cool. So yeah, there's my answer. About 12 hours, brother. And the next one is, I feel she's gotten her spirits back. Oh, right. So Deanna. So that'll be the last question for this one. So she's got the vision. She's created a vision for the community, and I feel like she can die now. Like, she's given the vision. She's given it over to Rick and Michonne. They've got the plan. They understand. She's contributed her part. She feels like Rick is now, you know, the leader. And maybe she will be killed off in the mid-season finale. I hope not, because I think she's a really nice character, really kind, you know, good-hearted type of character. So even though she may let Rick lead and, you know, take control of everything, it'd just be really cool to see her stick around and see what they can do with her in the future of the series. Plus, but it definitely is a positive thing to create a plan and think forward and do everything she's doing. Even though they do have, you know, huge troubles in front of them right now, it's always good to have a long-term vision of what you're going to do and, you know, to keep hope alive in the really difficult times. Having clarity, having a vision of the future of where it could go is always extremely important. In life, too, you guys, by the way, all my viewers, too, you should have a plan for what you want to do in your life. And this is a totally different, I don't want to get off into a tangent, but think about where you want to be at in 20 or 30 years, way down the line, and then make changes today to create, you know, whatever you want it to be to meet your vision. So create those today, and, you know, work on towards getting that. It just makes you feel better every day, especially on the bad days, because you know you're getting towards something, right, or something in particular. So that's the psychology behind Deanna, and it makes perfect sense. I even do that. I have it on my wall and that kind of stuff. So you guys should look at doing that if you've never done it. It's very effective at just making you feel happy when you think about your hard work and where it could go, this kind of thing. So anyway, if you guys like this Q&A video, please go ahead and thumb it up below. If you want to support the channel, you can share, you can favorite, and if you're new and you want to subscribe, go ahead and subscribe at the bottom left. Keep sending me your guys' questions. Loved episode 7. Can't wait for the final episode 8. That's it for this video, guys. See you again tomorrow. As always, it's Trev, and I'm saying peace.